guys, how are you? Happy Friday. It is Friday here. It has officially been 1 week since my procedure where I got quite a bit of Botox and quite a bit of fillers done. It was my third visit to people who do botulinum toxins and fillers. I went to a different doctor the third time and I got quite a bit done. So my first two visits was like a little bit. And then I went to a different facility, actually had a plastic surgeon do the injections and got quite a bit done. So with that came a bunch of swelling, some bruising, a whole lot of anxiety. And I'm happy to report a week later that I'm very happy with my results. So if we take a look, most of the fillers I got were in my cheekbones. I got a little bit kind of, through here to plump all of this out. I got a little bit around my smile lines, which caused some of the bruising, and some, I have like these little pockets. So I got some there as well to kind of remove that. It was a lot, and it kind of, messed up my face a bit for a few days, which is why I started doing these progression videos. So if you go back and watch my previous videos, I have a video from 24 hours after, 48 hours after, 72 hours after, and then today is my fourth video of 1 week later. I plan on doing another video next week, so that'll be 14 days or 2 weeks after the procedure, which is the time that it says for the Botox and the fillers to fully take effect, settle, and, kind of have your final results. So I plan on doing another one next week just to show that. I can't imagine that it's gonna look too different than this week does, other than I have some bruising, you can see, and I'll point those out in a minute. Yeah, I can't imagine that it's too much other than the bruising going away. But if I, push on my face a little bit, which is not good for your face, girls, don't push on your face, very light strokes. There's a little bit of tenderness there, not anything compared to how it was at first. And when I smile, there's a little bit of tenderness here as well. So I imagine the tenderness will go away. I feel like my smile is very chubby cheeked, and I can't say that I love that so much, but I do like my resting face, so I guess that's the price. I can't imagine that there's too much swelling left at this point because it has been a full week now. So I don't think that any of the fullness in my cheeks when I smile is probably gonna go away, which is okay. It's not the worst thing in the world by any means, especially for where I was when I first started taking these videos, because when I first started taking these videos, let me tell you, the anxiety was so high. One of the best things that I did, and I've said it repeatedly, is I took a video as soon as I got in the car, right after I got all my work done. It's not a pretty picture, my face is lumpy from where the fillers went in and some swelling, and it's not a great picture by any means, but it did give me a lot of relief that what I was looking like 24 hours later isn't what I was going to look like, because my face was just so boxy and so swollen and so poofy that having that picture from immediately after I got it done helped me to realize that a lot of what I was seeing was swelling and a lot of it was going to go away, and a lot of it has. So I attempted to show the pictures in the first video. They're not there yet. Once I figure out how to add pictures to a video, I'll add them. But if you look at my 48-hour video, I recorded it on a computer and then I held my phone up to the screen so that you could see those pictures. You can see them. It's not the greatest approach, but it's all that I have at the time. At the time that I start to figure out how to add the pictures in, I will add them to the first video so that they're there, like they're supposed to be. But the second video is just gonna refer to them not being in the first video, because if I record it again, then it's not gonna be, 48 hours after. So it's just gonna totally change the whole progression, and I don't wanna do that. I feel like, what was missing was the progression. I could see tons of befores and afters and people who were happy. And here I am, pretty much after, minus the bruising, and I'm happy, right? But there was none of that in between. And I think the in between is really important. So I don't want to mess with the integrity of the progression. And so that's just going to stay the way that it is. So if we look, we can see the shape of my face. So the cheekbones look good. They're nice and rounded out now. They're not boxy. I made a joke in one of the videos that I looked like I was made out of Minecraft blocks, and I kind of felt like I was. So that's good. I'm very happy with how that face is. My smile face, as I said, it's more cheeky than I want, but it is what it is. We'll just deal with that for the next while. As far as the bruising goes, there is a bruise right here, you can see, and a bruise right here that you can see. And then this one above my lip. This one was really bad. I think in my 48-hour video, if you go back, you can see the bruise and see the pictures and everything. And if I go like this, you can still see a little bit right here compared to this side. So that's what's left of the bruising. Like I said, it's a whole week later. I'm able to cover it up pretty well with makeup, which is good. So hopefully they're gone by Monday when I start my new job completely, but yeah, I can cover it. So that's good at least. But yeah, they might be gone by then. When I do the 2-week video, they should certainly be gone by then. I'm glad that I had so much time off to heal from all of this. And I think that's something that's really important. When I did my first 2 visits, my first visit, I just got Botox and was totally fine. So by the time I got to the car, the red dots were basically gone. There was no swelling associated with that. That was fine. In my second visit, I got Dysport put in and I got some fillers put in, and I had a little bit of swelling, but it was really not much, and it was fine, and it was gone by the next day. This one, like I said, I had quite a bit done, and it's been a healing process. I think by day 3, most of the swelling was down. If we compare today's video to day 3's video, you can see for yourself. I think it's gone down a little bit more, but not a lot more, but the bruising is significantly better. Either way, it's been a full week and I still have bruises. So I'm sure that it has to do with the amount that I got done of the injections, really of the fillers, because I only have bruises where I got fillers. Probably the way that I was injected probably has something to do with it. And I took ibuprofen before, which is a major, major, major no-no. Ibuprofen thins your blood, and so it makes bruising more likely to occur. And that was my mistake. So, here we are. But yeah, I'm glad I had a full week. Well, a little over a week actually, before I started my job. And I think I'll probably be good by then. If I was ever gonna do so much again, I would make sure that I have a lot of time off again. If I was gonna do the smaller amounts like I had done previously, that'd be fine. Like the Botox, no big deal. Totally perfect. Go back to work, do it in your lunch hour or whatever. For the fillers, like I said, I think that the swelling was gone within 24 hours when I just had 1 syringe done total. I had it done on both sides, but just 1 syringe total. So you could probably do that on a weekday. I would probably do it on a Friday so that I was good by Monday. And then, like I said, I got a lot done this time, and it's been a recovery process for sure. As far as the botulinum toxins go. So my first visit, I got a little bit of Botox. My second visit, I got some Dysport. My third visit, I got a bunch of Botox again. I didn't feel like the Dysport worked as well for me, and so I went back to the Botox. So after my first visit, I wasn't able to move my eyebrows so much, but now I can move them even less. So they still move, they still go up and down, which I'm good with. Like, I want them to move some. I still have wrinkles here. You're supposed to do, well, you know, whatever. They say preventative Botox is the best Botox, so I kind of missed that boat for these wrinkles, but that's okay. It prevented, you know, all the other wrinkles that I used to be able to make from coming, so, you know, still prevented a bunch. As far as the 11s go, the frown lines, I can't move that at all anymore. Like, how much I try. Just doesn't go. So now, like, my grumpy face is really done more with my eyes than my eyebrows. Like, you know, it's more like squinting and than like the contracting of this muscle. For the smile lines, it's funny because when I first got the third round of Botox, you know, Botox takes a few days to work. So for me, it tends to take about 5 days, I've noticed, for it to work. The Dysport, I didn't feel like did much. It took effect, but not as much compared to the Botox. Not for me anyway. I'm sure everybody's different, but that was my experience. So when I got, you know, the Botox done and the fillers done, my face was so swollen, and Botox just takes a while to kick in and the fillers happen immediately. So it was hard to say how they were working, but my cheeks were so tight, like I was like this all the time. And so I had wrinkles through here really bad, which I had prior to getting anything done. Only if I smiled though, not just plain faced. So now if we look, you know, these permanent ones that I have here, I still have, which I'm totally okay with. Like, I'm okay with a little bit, but the stuff on my cheekbones doesn't happen anymore. So I have to say, I'm very happy with that. If I were going to do this again, we'll have to see 12 to 18 months, right? You can't really like predict the future. You can never say never. I don't feel like the fillers really altered my face all that much. I think that there is a change in my resting face. Like, this is definitely higher, and I have a little bit of like hollowness here, which, you know, was kind of really what I was looking for. So I am happy with that. I just don't know, I didn't want a drastic change. Like, I didn't want to look like a different person, but I don't know that it changed as much as I was hoping it was going to change. I don't know how to really explain that thought process, but, you know, that's the best I can do. So I don't know if I would do the fillers again. And I definitely don't like the smile. Like, it's just so cheeky. So I don't know if I would do the fillers again, or maybe not as much fillers as I did, just because, like, I didn't want that big of a change. I didn't get that big of a change, but I wanted more of a change. Don't know how to explain it. But with my smile and my cheekiness, like, I don't love that. So I may not do the fillers again. Oh, and what I forgot to mention about this, I've said it in my last videos, it's funny that I have this bruise and this bruise like down here on my lip, because I didn't get any fillers in my lips. I feel like my lips are pretty good naturally, the way that they are. I'm happy with them, but it's just funny that the bruising happened. Like, it looks like I got lip fillers and I didn't. So yeah, so here we are. This is 7 days later. I plan to do another video next week to show 14 days later, 2 weeks after, because it can take up to 14 days, they say, for the Botox and the fillers to totally settle and do exactly what they're gonna do. I don't think that there's gonna be a whole lot of change by next week. You know, the bruises will likely be gone. Hopefully they're gone by Monday. But I would assume that they'd be gone by next week. I think that my face is probably the way it's going to be. I there is a little bit of tenderness, so potentially there's a little bit of swelling, but it's been a week. I don't think that there's swelling left. We'll see. So next week I will be traveling on Friday. So I'll either do my video in the morning before I leave where I'm traveling to, or like leaving from, in the hotel maybe, or I might wait until Saturday to get it done so that, you know, it can be done in the same space with essentially the same lighting. Lighting is kind of hard because I do this with a window in front of me and it's kind of gloomy today. But, you know, try to keep it as consistent as possible. We'll see. And yeah, so either expect the next video on Friday or Saturday, so either 7 to 8 days from now, and I'll see you then. Thanks so much for watching, guys. This has been really fun. I feel like it's really important to show the progression, you know, the during instead of just the before and the after. So I'm glad that, you know, you guys are watching and you're seeing value in it, because I definitely thought it was valuable, which is the reason why I started doing this. So thank you guys so much. I'll see you next week. Hope you have a great week and Happy New Year. We had New Year's over the week. So, yeah. All right. See you guys then. Bye-bye.